Hey muses, welcome back to my channel, and now we're talking about another tarot deck review. But if this is your first time finding me, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Tyler, your tarot deck daddy, if you will, connoisseur of all tarot decks, oracle decks, metaphysical, psychological things to help you understand, take up space, and get to the heart of you. But this is another tarot deck review. But before we get into the cards, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel so that way you never miss another deck review. And today we're getting into the spooky season. I know it's pretty much halfway through whenever I get this video up and edited, but we are talking about the Halloween tarot, created, I believe, it says by Karina Lang, art by Kipling West, published by US Games. We're talking about the Halloween tarot. When I kind of cracked into this briefly into in my deck haul video, I had kind of, mixed feelings about it, but it says, the Halloween Tarot, 78 card deck featuring many spooky characters, and the minor arcana suits are pumpkins, bats, ghosts, and imps. So we have changed the minor arcana from pentacles to pumpkins, from swords to bats, ghosts from, let me back up my brain. So pentacles are pumpkins, swords are bats, ghosts are cups, and imps are fire. This festive, old-time Halloween world by Kipling West conjures up all the fun about Halloween. Let the black cat guide you on a trick-or-treat mission to find out what's lurking around the corner, lurking around the next corner in your world. You can kind of see this is the Six of Pumpkins, right? And I think as I was kind of playing with the cards here, which, kind of give you a little glimpse, this is the majors, right? As I was kind of sorting the cards and getting them ready to do the walkthrough, I kept noticing the little black cat that pops up. And I kind of was like, well, maybe this might be a fun deck just to personally use, maybe to understand what Barney needs. If you don't know, I have a lovely little black tuxedo cat that my husband and I rescued. Somebody rudely threw this precious little angel baby out in the trash. And I was like, oh, well, maybe this is the deck. Maybe it's meant to be like a conversation with him. This is maybe my version of a cat tarot deck. It just happens to be spooky. Because the following the cat is more important, is an important level, but also too, the guidebook talks about, that the illustrations started with the Rider-Waite illustrations, but then got twisted around, and it's more along the lines of what's happening in the image and less about the being like a RWS clone. So I'm interested to play around with it. I really haven't played around with it in readings or anything, but I'm just dabbling with understanding. I did do, let's do this together. Why am I talking about it as I've done it? Let's do it together. So, we all know I love to go to the Lovers. And the Lovers. We have got a lovely little black cat with a dog sitting on, this individual sitting on a bed. We can see the snake, right? Kind of pulling back the curtain. You can see the imagery of Gemini on the bed. So I love that just from the reference alone, we get and understand that this is Gemini energy. We can kind of see, a spade, a heart, maybe I'm trying to figure out a way if these other images correspond to the suits in tarot or the playing cards. But either way, we see like a vampire coming through a window. She's clutching her letters. Looks like, if it'll focus, there's some sort of letter from a loved one here. It looks like... No, you're not going to focus. That's rude. I think you can see it in the walkthrough, but let's see what they have written. The Lovers. Can a vampiric visitor corrupt true love? Temptation, tension, the struggle between love and infatuation. Making choices... There we go, ding ding. Harmony between the subconscious and conscious. This little guidebook packs a lot into their brief little description. Let's play. Love that the death card is a hearse driving. Death. Love the death card here. We still see this kind of understanding of what's gonna grow, a vulture, things in the background. We kind of get that sun energy, right? The Yorkshire rose, or the flower that's on the death card, right? Let's read their little description on death. Death, a skeleton. All endings make way for new beginnings. An abrupt, totally unexpected change, destruction followed by new growth, release from old patterns, new ideas, and opportunities. Beautiful. Tens across the boards, people. It is fun, it is cute, it is campy. As we discussed earlier, right? They have changed the suits. So, pumpkins are pentacles, right? So you see that you can still see some of the Rider-Waite imagery that we're used to with the pentacles, but it's pumpkins. Wands are our fire or our imps, right? And this could honestly be connected to the spirit really kind of playing with this energy here, because, the cat is shown up on there. Right? So the energy of the imps, it's what's going on, and how we transition is the cat through all of these things, which is kind of cute. I love it. Bats are our swords. You still see that Rider-Waite imagery, but it's helping you understand. I love that this is the idea, instead of it being swords, that's kind of being pulled in different directions, and the cat is get me the heck out of here. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, easy to still see the imagery. So if you're trying to learn and you want to start with a spooky one, I would say this is okay for beginners, because you can still find the parallels. And sorry, I totally didn't say. Ghosts, as you can see, are the cups energy here. The backs of the cards are our lovely little black cat friends. It leads to uprights and inversions if you would like to have inversions. The lovely cardstock. This is going to be easy to shuffle in the hand. So let's get these together for us. No gilded edges. They are bordered. So if you wanted to write keywords in on the borders, you totally could. Beautiful shuffle. It is a little stiff, but that's because, you got to break in the cards. So it's easy to shuffle. You also, easy to do hand over hand. Let's see. It's going to be a little stiff, but you probably can still do, the waterfall riffle that way. But great card stock. Let me just double check something. Interesting. These might have a slight core in them, so that way you can't see behind. So I'm not sure what the cardstock is, but it does feel... I'm holding it up to the light. I have a big window. And there's no bleed through on either side. So these could have some sort of black core middle, which that's why it's really snappy. But this is the Halloween Tarot by Kipling West. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this deck. Do you have this deck? Would you use this deck? But a closer inspection of the Halloween Tarot is coming up right now.